Warm welcome to everyone, and thanks to each one of you for being part of World Business Angel Investors Week 2024 in Georgia. I'm Mariam Chikobaidze, the head of Association of Women Entrepreneurs SAWE and the country chair of World Business Angel Investment Forum in Georgia. Today, the main topic of our event is the development of women's entrepreneurship. Now, some word about Georgia. Georgia is a small but very beautiful and economically strong country. It's rich in natural resources, ancient historical sites, and with diverse agriculture. The country economy, powered by liberal and free market economy, preferential free trade agreements, low tax rates, and the developed transport infrastructure. All this make our country an attractive destination for foreign investors and the private sectors. And I'm really proud that I am Georgian and I represent such wonderful country in World Business Angel Investment Forum, and also proud that I represent World Business Angel Investment Forum in Georgia. To cooperate with the organization is really very important because as an affiliate partner of G20, the World Business Angel Investment Forum aims to cooperate at the global level to enhance the world economic development. Organization also support women entrepreneurs, promote gender equality and women's participation in all sectors of the global economy. As a head of Association of Women Entrepreneurs, I want to note that we got a lot of benefits from organization and we really appreciate it. Some words about Association of Women Entrepreneurs SAWE. It was founded 2 years ago by the Georgian women entrepreneurs to support each other. And our organization aims to cooperate at the global level to enhance the Georgian women entrepreneurs development. To support women entrepreneurship is really very important because first it helps to reduce poverty, improve women's stability in the society, promote gender equality, and all this ensures and strengthens the economic situation of our families, which in turn affect the economic strength of the country. Global entrepreneurship sure requires a lot of effort, and we must know all details about the country regulations, about the customs department regulations and standards, market requirement, and also we must grow up our capacity and get quality for our product. But at the same time, it gives us more access to financing, promotes financial inclusion, which gives to women more jobs and financial stability. I think that we are ready for challenges because we have all the appropriate skills and capabilities to meet requirements. Now I'll end on this positive note, but our event continues and the honorable speakers from different countries will share their opinion and experience around the topics. But the first word, as always and everywhere, belongs to Mr. Baibars Altuntaş, the chair of World Business Angel Investment Forum. Let's welcome to Mr. Baibars.
Baibars Altuntaş, former senior advisor of the London Stock Exchange Group LSEG for the Elite Program, chairman of the World Business Angels Investment Forum WBAF, and affiliated partner of the G2O Global Partnership for Financial Inclusion GPFI, chaired by the Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, co-chair of the Washington, D.C.-based Global Business Angels Network GBAN, president of the Business Angels Association of Turkey TBA, the World Entrepreneurship Forum ambassador to Turkey and the Balkan countries, and president of Dulcum International Inc., star of the Turkish version of the television show Dragons, Den Shark's Tank, recipient of the European Trade Association of Business Angels, EBA award for the best individual in Europe, globally engaging with the global entrepreneurial ecosystem. In 2014 Ireland, 2015 Netherlands, 2016 Portugal, 2017 Spain and 2018 Bulgaria. The only entrepreneur to be granted a personal audience with former President Obama at the Presidential Summit on Entrepreneurship in Washington, D.C., developer of the world-renowned entrepreneurship theory, the Altuntaş startup, Compass Theory, researched by Sheffield University and used in numerous MBA programs, appointed as JCI ambassador, following Ban Ki-moon, former Secretary General of the United Nations, profiled regularly by leading international media such as CNN International, Bloomberg, BBC, a co-author of Planet Entrepreneur, the World Entrepreneurship Forum's Guide to Business Success Around the World, published by Wiley 2013, author of Off the Bus into a Supercar, How I Became a Top TV Star and Celebrated Investor, published by Balboa Press 2014 and translated into Chinese, Croatian, Albanian, and Macedonian.
Dear presidents, ministers, entrepreneurs, innovators, and angel investors. In today's rapidly evolving business landscape, the need for diverse and inclusive entrepreneurship has gained significant recognition. The key to fostering an environment where entrepreneurs from diverse backgrounds can flourish lies in the development of robust business ecosystems. The World Business Angel Investors Week 2024 aims to explore the significance of diversity and inclusion in entrepreneurship. It will also delve into such strategies for entrepreneurs to collaborate with a variety of stakeholders, working towards the creation of more supportive and equitable business environments. The World Business Angel Investors Week, globally coordinated by the World Business Angel Investment Forum, an affiliated partner of the G20 Global Partnership for Financial Inclusion, serves as a platform for stakeholders to pause and reflect on their rapid journey. It seeks to analyze the reasons and methods for leveraging smart finance as an essential financial tool for economic growth. Additionally, the week emphasizes how entrepreneurial ecosystems can generate more jobs, wealth, and social justice through collaboration with key players in early-stage equity markets. This week-long initiative provides an open forum for connecting, learning, sharing, showcasing innovations, and exchanging knowledge to advance entrepreneurship, innovation, and angel investment ecosystems. The WBEF asserts that building stronger business ecosystems with a focus on diversity and inclusion is a shared responsibility. Entrepreneurs, investors, governments, and corporations all play pivotal roles in creating an environment where everyone has an opportunity to succeed. Through fostering collaboration and implementing inclusive strategies, we can cultivate a thriving entrepreneurial landscape that mirrors the diverse tapestry of our global community. With this in mind, the stakeholders of the World Business Angel Investors Week have agreed on the theme for this year's week: fostering diversity and inclusion in entrepreneurship, building stronger business ecosystems. Throughout this special week, all stakeholders and participants will take a moment to reflect on their rapid progress, assessing the necessity of business transformation and its role in fostering entrepreneurship and innovation crucial for thriving in the 21st century economy. Additionally, there will be discussions on how entrepreneurial ecosystems can drive job creation, wealth generation, and social equity, particularly in collaboration with key players in early-stage equity markets amidst the post-pandemic economic landscape. I would like to thank in advance all the stakeholders and partners who will be contributing to World Business Angel Investors Week 2024. They will be highlighting the importance of stronger business ecosystems to foster diversity and inclusion in entrepreneurship, the theme of this year's event. I would like to thank the organizing committee and colleagues who will be taking roles as country chairs and co-chairs, global partners, keynote speakers, and panel speakers. Their combined efforts will create value for the world's startup economies not only during this week, but in the future as well. They will focus on harnessing the collective knowledge of the world's most influential women leaders, policymakers, entrepreneurs, and artists with a view to addressing critical issues of early-stage equity markets in the new normal. The Week 2024 will also be a great platform from which to campaign for solutions to critical issues and other worldwide concerns at the United Nations, the European Union, and in G20 countries. The ultimate goal of all of the week's keynotes, discussions, presentations, and workshops is to agree on a common roadmap for entrepreneurs, startups, and SMEs that will enable them to emerge from this pandemic period even stronger than they were before. I'm pleased to announce the advancement of the week at the World Congress of Angel Investors, WCBAF 2024, the premier gathering of equity and capital markets worldwide. Scheduled for November 19th and 20th, the World Congress will take place at the Four Seasons Hotel, Bahrain Bay. We extend a warm invitation to all global stakeholders to join us in Bahrain for the World Congress of Angel Investors. It is important to note that WCBAF 2024 Bahrain will be held under the patronage of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister of Bahrain, Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. We express our sincere gratitude to His Royal Highness for his unwavering commitment to fostering global economic empowerment through entrepreneurship, innovation, and angel investments. In conclusion, I am confident that each participant in World Business Angel Investors Week until next Sunday will benefit from the collaborative ideas, know-how exchange, training programs and workshops, and global networking opportunities that are offered. I believe that by working together across borders with a common vision and smart dynamics in mind, we are well placed to bring about positive change in the global economy. Thank you.
Keynote speaker, Juan Torrens, President of the Free and Special Economic Zones Federation FEMOSA, from Barcelona, Spain, Senior Advisor on International Trade, Free Zones and Export Processing Zones, offered consulting services since 1986. For 25 years, Mr. Torrens gained private sector experience in sales, logistics, finance, and management, creating a worldwide network as managing director in different economic sectors as textile machinery, paper mill, and logistics. Entered the public sector during the decade 1986 as manager, director of Barcelona Free Zone, and led it to diversify, develop, expand, and increase its influence worldwide, gaining public recognition in 1989 as Best Barcelona Promoter of the Year. In particular, during his administration of Barcelona Free Zone, Mr. Torrens presided over the establishment of the first coffee and cocoa London Fox Port tender recognized in the Mediterranean, ICAR terminal as a transit hub for import and export cars with capacity for over 6.00 units, in a 134.00 meters to a 40.00 meters to warehouses special for commodities as cotton and metals, the Gold House safe area, including latest technologies for import and export, trade in jewelry and gems, a warehouse for hazardous and flammable products, as a zone of safety and maintenance of the environment, an area of 100.00 meters for logistics, trade, and public services in Barcelona. Mr. Torrens has generously dedicated time and effort to international education about free zones and their potential, helping the startup of Shanghai Pudong Development Zone, today China-Shanghai Pilot Free Trade Zone, in 1990 to 1995. As external expert consultant, his international public service led to his election as president of FEMOSA.
Good morning, my dear friends. As chairman of FEMOSA, the World Free and Special Economic Zone Federation, I am proud and happy to participate in this important meeting, for which I thank the opportunity to address to this selected audience. After an unprecedented 3 years of pandemic and within the world crisis, Ukraine, Gaza, or Sudan, the way forward for special economic zones has a critical role. Recovering economies, create consolidated jobs, and bring prosperity to the regions. Some developing countries start new ways to design and promote such programs, with the aim of attracting foreign investments to the country. Access to clean energy and internet connectivity will be the linchpin of the future success. so investment in communications and renewable electricity infrastructure should be a priority. Export-oriented CES must also pivot away from low-skilled workforce models in order to be relevant, reaching new export markets, import and export hubs, guarantee competitive products, because special economic zones offer an important economy of scale. As I said before, clean energy and internet connectivity are identified as crucial components for the future success of CES. If developing countries adapt to these new trends in energy and latest technologies, CES may be the key to shaping global value chains. Special economic zones have been used by many developing countries as a policy tool to promote industrialization and economic transformation. According to the 2019 World Invest Report by UNCTAD, CES and other types of zones are used in more than 140 economies around the world, almost 3/4 of the developing economies and almost all transition economies. That number of CES has grown rapidly, with at least more than 7,000 zones globally. Among those zones, most are multi-activity zones, industry-specialized zones, and zones focusing on innovation, are concentrated in more advanced emerging countries. Zones in most developed countries are regular zones as high-risk, high-reward instrument. The global results of CES in developing countries are quite mixed. Results vary significantly with some regions or countries. Even in the same country, it's quite normal to have both successful and failed zones, many times due to a lack of industrial infrastructure such as power, water, gas, telecommunications, and waste treatment, needed for industrial agglomerations, and poor regulatory. Society and the economies face a different scenario and will be to adapt to new strategies. Digitalization is now more than ever a critical point. During the month of confinement and pandemic, INFEMOSA have been working hard and able to analyze in depth the future challenges and opportunities and the role that the CES can play. In these moments of restrictions and a heavy crisis, CES are without any doubt the engine to grow up faster and take off the economies. CES are the facilitator with ready-made world-class infrastructure and industrial interland culture, services, tax incentives, a skilled labor force. For many cities, to host a CES is still a privilege. FEMOSA as founder member of GASES, the Global Alliance for Special Economic Zones, association created in Jamaica June 13, 2022, under the umbrella of UNCTAD, is part of the project CES toward the new generation. It covers a professional long-time requirement of CES community, and we achieve an important commitment with UNCTAD, joining CES to the United Nations 70 Sustainable Development Goals Agenda 2020-2030. This program will start with a first selection of 150 CES with a clear proposal of innovation and digitalization. To whom this program benefits: governments, investment promotion agency, free and special economic zones, export processing zones, bonded warehouses, industrial science and business park, and logistic distribution hubs or business centers. Reflections about, during decades, CES led reception of foreign direct investment projects, and they are the main job creator. Question mark: why more than 7,000 CES are in operation, and because less than 600 are really relevant? To generate an important economy of scale, increase skill and labor force capacity, to minimize risk, giving more security to investors, attracting foreign direct investment projects, to improve and bridge the lack of knowledge, the nationalization CES labor force in 5 years, to open new interregional export markets, to create smart zones, implement large technologies in the system, entering into the digitalization era, transfer of technology to local industries, coaching projects from A to Z, following a contrasted successful manual, training programs, help to simplify decisions. With this new order and a scenario after pandemic, I will launch a proposal. FEMOSA is active supporting countries and national sales programs, especially in emerging countries. World Business Angel Forum is the association leadership in investments. My bet, to sign a MOU with World Business Angels Forum and other stakeholders to create altogether a fund for investments in special economic zones from less developed countries. And my first chosen country is Republic of Tanzania. Thanks for your time and thank you. Have a nice day.
Keynote speaker of World Business Angel Investors Week in Georgia, Dr. David Narmania, Chairman of Georgian National Energy and Water, former Mayor of Tbilisi City, former Minister of Regional Development and Infrastructure of Georgia, Supply Commission GNERC and Professor of Tbilisi State University. David Narmania is a Georgian politician and the former Mayor of Tbilisi City, 2014 to 2017. Before that he held the position of a Minister of Regional Development and Infrastructure of Georgia. From 2001 to 2012, he worked for various governmental, non-governmental, and private organizations including World Bank, USAID and GIZ. He has PhD in economics and worked as a professor at Georgia Institute of Public Affairs JIPA and Georgian American University GO. He is author and co-author more than 100 research and policy papers.
Dear Chairman, dear colleagues, representatives of World Business Angels Association from different countries, this is my great pleasure to welcome all of you. My name is David Narmania. I am representing country Georgia and currently I am head of Georgian Energy and Water Supply Regulatory Commission, which is independent body and regulating electricity, gas supply, drinking water supply, sewage, and agriculture water supply as well. I am former mayor of capital city Tbilisi and former Minister of Infrastructure and Regional Development of Georgia. I, as a representative of our energy sector, presenting you very shortly Georgian energy sector and investment opportunities in energy of Georgia. After post-COVID situation, there is a high increasing of Georgian economy. According of that, there is also high demand of energy in our country. According of that, our government is very strongly supporting Georgian energy sector. There is a few supportive programs and decisions to support investors in our country to invest much more money and produce much more green energy in Georgian energy sector. So 2 years ago, our government adopted special rules and regulations and supportive mechanisms for producing of green energy in Georgia. After that, it was 2 different auctions and more than 1,000 megawatt energy supportive program was adopted by Georgian governments, and more than 100 investors are developing green energy projects like hydropower plants, wind power plants, solar power plants, and another green energy sources in Georgia. We as a regulator are setting secondary legislations, are setting tariffs, as well as solving disputes between customers and suppliers, and also have a very special function which is related to the energy market monitoring by us. According of the economic growth I am underlining once that there is a high demand in energy. According of that, in summer times, we are producing much more energy than we are supplying, and are exporting our energy in neighbor countries, especially Turkey, Armenia. But for winter time, we have deficit in our energy sector, and sometimes are importing electricity from Turkey, from Azerbaijan. The last 2 years, we imported natural gas from Azerbaijan, and in our thermal power plants produce the electricity for local electricity customers. So, and very important new project. This is Black Sea Deep Cable project, which is under feasibility study, which will soon finished by Italian company Chessi, and after that will be new stage for development of this project. It will be direct electricity communication with Europe, and when we will produce net electricity in our country, we can export it to some European countries and European markets. So this is very important possibility to invest in Georgia in energy sector to produce green energy like hydro or wind or solar, and after finishing of this Black Sea Deep Cable project, export energy directly to the Europe. Administrative procedures in our country is very easy. Government is adopting and signing memorandum of understanding with investors, and are supporting for development of these green energy projects, as well as the secondary legislation which our regulator has adopted last 3 years are very clear, very easy, and directly related to the third energy package of EU. According of that, our rules and regulations are in framework of the EU regulations, and currently we are working for implementation of fourth energy package. What about the taxes in our country? Taxes are also very low. We have only six different taxes, and the tax rates are also in our region and in Europe very low. According of that, our investment climate is very interesting for different investors. So you can share this information in your countries when it will be interesting investors which can invest in Georgia. We are absolutely free for cooperation. We can give them information, investors guide, etc. And then after decision of the invest in Georgia, we can support really them. Wish you all the best, and waiting in our country in Georgia. Thank you very much for your attention.
Ambassador Veselin Petrov Valkanov, Honorary Speaker of World Business Angel Investor Week in Georgia 2004. Veselin Valkanov, Bulgarian career diplomat with assignments across the globe, part of Bulgaria's EU accession team, held position of Director General for Political Affairs and representative to the Political and Security Committee of the EU, former ambassador to Belgium and Luxembourg, worked for the OSCE in Bosnia and Herzegovina as elections supervisor, head of the liaison Office of the Regional Cooperation Council Southeastern Europe, in Brussels 2016 to 2022, currently ambassador of Bulgaria to Georgia.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, participants and stakeholders in the World Business Angels Investment Forum. Before going any further, I would like to state my firm belief that we all stand to gain from these concerted, constructive efforts. Economic empowerment of women is a cause close to my heart and to my mind. Close to my heart because it is all about human rights and equality, and close to my mind because it would be gross negligence not to use the potential of half of humanity. Bulgaria is among the European countries with traditions in policies for equal rights and opportunities for men and women. Women in Bulgaria have equal opportunities with men for education and professional development. This reflects in the reach relatively high levels of education, economic activity, and employment of women. Over the past 20 years, there has been an almost continuous increase in the female economic activity rate, and today it stands close to 70%. In terms of employment, it is important to note that a significant percentage of leading and managerial positions are held by women. Last year, around 40% of all executive positions were held by women. Women are keen to start their own business. Bulgaria has a favorable ecosystem, institutional and demographic environment for women entrepreneurs. Evidence for this is the fact that in the last 25 years, there has been an increase of the number of women with their own businesses, and that is today about 30% of women have their own business. I come to the second half of my short address, and I'll dedicate it to my host country, Georgia. Somehow, very naturally, part of my efforts as ambassador have been targeting precisely this field, the field of economic empowerment of women in Georgia. Our overseas or official development assistance is focused on this field. We have projects, we have cooperation with women associations and entrepreneurs. I would like to conclude by sharing my first-hand impressions from an event that was recently held and organized and held by the Association of Women Entrepreneurs in Georgia, namely a fashion show. A most enjoyable event, an event during which you could sense the energy and the creativity of women entrepreneurs in Georgia. And it gave me further belief that you business angels have a lot more work to do, but it's a very rewarding work. You can take my word for it. Thank you very much, and good luck to the forum.
Despina Zupan, Honorary Speaker of World Business Angel Investors Week in Georgia 2004, Vice President, Center for SMS Enterprises Economic Chamber of Commerce of Macedonia, 9.2017, 12.2017. She was Social Media Marketing Intern, IT Crowd, a Consulting and Software, 1, 2017-6, 2019, Digital Marketing Manager, IT Crowd, a Consulting and Software, from 1.2016.6.2019, Freelance Marketing Specialist, WordPress Developer and Business Consultant. Description: working independently directly with clients, analyzing, planning, negotiating, designing, and developing solutions on different projects such as social media marketing, French language, creating WordPress sites for medical industry, pharmacy, business consultant, shop for clothes, and similar. Data entry in ERP software for web shop. She also writing business plan for startup companies use technologies, social media marketing, social media advertising, WordPress, WordPress SEO, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, digital marketing analysis, market research, creating marketing strategies, Microsoft Excel, data entry in ERP software. From 6.2019 present, business owner, iLight Hub Marketing Agency. Description: iLight Hub is a marketing agency based in Macedonia, which helps businesses to build successful marketing strategies. 10.2022, 1.2023, She worked for UNDP Macedonia, Project 2.20 to 3 present, creative director and video podcast host.
Dear all, I'm Despina Jupan and I'm a founder of Isla Hub Marketing Agency based in Macedonia. Also, I'm a vice president of the Center of Small Medium Enterprises in the Economic Chambers of Macedonia. To start a new business in Macedonia, it's no easy task, especially if you're 22, 23 years old and you're a woman too. Traditionally, the business and politics are treated as a man's sport. Yet, still we're living in a time of artificial intelligence, and if you're self-confident, have enough energy and will for success, there is a way for turning being a woman in business into advantage. Woman's energy brings warmth, understanding, patience, empathy, which in modern business are characteristics that will lead you to the throne. I come from Macedonia, the land where ideals of equality amongst the people and nations come from. Business means a field from where we all start on equal basis. The realization and accomplishment of your ideals depends solely on ourselves. However, my country is a small market that has yet to gain full access to the EU markets. Small and new companies in Macedonia are having troubles to be recognized as serious businesses. No one has any expectation from small businesses, and if you're a young person who is starting a new business, people are considering you more like a nuisance than a serious business person. You can't even imagine the troubles if you're a female. Being a business person in such condition is very hard. Clients do not acknowledge you as a serious company, as a serious person, and it's very hard to gain new clients. You will need a lot of knowledge to succeed in such conditions with your business. For any new company to succeed in business, experience is needed. If you have experience, you are probably not a young person, and a young person usually lacks experience. What is success? Success is consecutive decision-making of many successful decisions. But how is one to come to making successful decisions? You need experience for that. But how to gain experience? By making wrong decisions. So in order to start a company, it's necessary in the beginning to have a condition to make wrong decisions or make the right decisions right from the start. For a young person to be able to make successful decisions, it's essential to have a mentor by your side. There are two problems with the mentors in Macedonia. First problem is there aren't many mentors here. One will have hard time finding one. Second problem, they cost. You will need money to pay for their services. The perspective of a small company in Macedonia are wide. Why? Because there is very little competition. In developed economies, it's quite difficult to start a new company, while in Macedonia it's easier, especially in the world of digital business where I do my business. However, there are quite a few obstacles due to the dysfunctional system not being recognized by companies, especially in the banking sector where there is no help for the small companies. If you go and ask a bank in Macedonia for financial assets, they are immediately requiring a mortgage. A person in their 25s is not likely to be able to have any property to put under mortgage. The other thing is, if one has property to put under mortgage, probably that person has finance and doesn't need that bank. That is a magical circle that is hard to break. On the other side, the state, although the things are slowly changing, still hasn't provided support for new companies, for young persons, for new businesses, especially there is no strategy for developing of digital industries which are highly profitable in the whole world. Today, in the digital world, you can work with many countries around the world. But in order to achieve that, you will need computers, you will need workers, you will need salaries, you will need clients, and how to have clients if you don't have people, and how to have people if you don't have clients. So you enter the second magical circle. So working in Macedonia has great advantages from one side, a few obstacles on other. I'm still trying to find the right way to make all of this work, where I'm on the market for 5 years. Islet Hub is a company that exists more than 5 years, slowly conquering the markets in Macedonia and outside of Macedonia. We have clients in the whole region, also in the USA, in Germany, as we are moving forward. To say that it's easy, it's hard, but it sure is quite interesting. For all these reasons, the existence of the business angels in a country such as Macedonia is of essential meaning. We still lack the business climate to have an abundance for business angels. Institutions of the government are not motivating the successful people to invest in startup companies. There is no legislative to address this problem. Still, if one is persistent or willing for success, one can find people who will invest and put themselves into your growth and success. If I'm asked whether I have found the business angels, yes, I have. If you ask me how did I do that, I really don't know how to point at their direction. You will probably need a lot of work and dedication to your personal growth, and things will settle themselves to you to come to the right people. Business angels are common people who can, in brief talk, discover you, but it's necessary for you to constantly try to achieve success. We are living in a times where success is easy and difficult in the same time. But still, if you focus on the positive, if you believe in yourself, the angels will always try to help you to reach your personal well-being. At the same time, the business angel have need of support and motivation. Personally, I today have accepted to speak and to summon you all to raise the consciousness of significance of the business angels and to express a huge thank you to my angel. Thank you very much.
Entrepreneur, strategic advisor, speaker, female entrepreneurship and future of policy. Her expertise in steering digital transformation and developing innovation strategies has been influential in both the private and public sectors. She offers advisory services to a range of private and government organizations globally. Amrita is an international partner and Australian delegate for the World Business Angel Investment Forum and affiliated partner of the G20 Global Partnership, and holds ambassador positions for Singularity University, California and OpenExo.
Dear presidents, ministers, entrepreneurs, and investors, it is my pleasure and honor to have this opportunity to address you today. Entrepreneurship is a powerful engine of economic growth and innovation. Within this context, diversity and perspectives no doubt brings a competitive edge. When we speak of diversity in entrepreneurship, it is crucial to emphasize the role of female entrepreneurs. Women bring different experiences, different perspectives, and different approaches that are critical for creating innovative solutions. Time and again, women entrepreneurs demonstrate inherent capabilities of resilience and creativity because we often have a track record of succeeding against the odds because of our unwavering determination to do so. It is important to recognize that these odds are often the result of common misconceptions about gender differences that are the result of socialization, not our inherent abilities. Furthermore, female entrepreneurs and leaders are known to prioritize social impact alongside profit, leading to more sustainable and socially responsible business practices. By supporting women in business, we are not only fostering innovation, but also contributing to a more equitable and inclusive society. Globally, women make up about half of the world's population, but in terms of contribution to the economy, a significant proportion of our contribution is measured in terms of unpaid work, such as household chores and caregiving. I ask you to consider that if we make up half of the population, imagine if we were given the opportunity to contribute equally to the bottom line, whatever that index or measure of wealth a nation may choose to rely on. One could argue that this is a missed opportunity of sorts. Entrepreneurship is one avenue that allows women to have our cake and eat it too, as the saying goes, because it allows us to build a professional life and generate income on our own terms alongside our other responsibilities. Entrepreneurship means financial independence, and our roles as caregivers and custodians of future generations do not have to be mutually exclusive. Policy can play a pivotal role in fostering a growth of female entrepreneurs and facilitating a level playing field, so to speak. Through targeted grants, low-interest loans, and business incubators, governments can provide much-needed support to women-led businesses, helping them to overcome initial barriers. Additionally, creating and funding mentorship programs that connect female entrepreneurs with experienced business leaders who can offer valuable advice and guidance can empower them to scale their businesses swiftly and effectively. Innovation thrives in diverse environments, and abundance does not have a gender. When women are empowered to lead and innovate, they bring fresh ideas and approaches that challenge the status quo. This diversity of thought is essential for creating products and services that cater to a broader audience and grow the pie, which not only drives economic growth, but also solves some of the world's greatest problems. In conclusion, supporting female and minority entrepreneurship through angel investment and government initiatives is not just a moral imperative, it's a strategic one. By recognizing the equal capabilities of women and men and acknowledging the advantages brought to a boardroom by way of these synergies, we can unlock a new wave of innovation and opportunities that can benefit us all. Let's commit to facilitating a future where women entrepreneurs can thrive and lead the way equally alongside men in shaping our world. Thank you.
Natsi Bergulets, Honorary Speaker of World Business Angel Investors Week in Georgia 2004, Project Director and Gender Consultant at CARE Caucasus, Bio, with an educational background from the United Kingdom and Georgia, and over 15 years of professional experience in the civil society sector. I have developed my career in the South Caucasus countries in Georgia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan and beyond. My expertise spans three main areas: program and project leadership, independent consulting in gender equality, diversity, social inclusion, and monitoring, evaluation and learning. I have effectively led projects aimed at advancing sustainable development and women's economic justice in the South Caucasus. My professional experience includes significant collaborations with local and international non-governmental organizations INGOs such as UN Women, Save the Children, CARE, and the International Labor Organization ILO, as well as various public institutions and business sector. Recently, I am a member of the CARE's Gender Global Cohort, which gave me an opportunity to successfully work international assignments for CARE Syria, CARE Tanzania, CARE Sierra Leone, etc. Throughout my academic and professional career, I have authored research papers on diverse topics, primarily focusing on human security and socioeconomic well-being, with a strong regional emphasis. Currently, I lead a program at CARE Caucasus aimed at supporting women's economic justice in the South Caucasus. Over the years, I have brought significant value to my field and, most importantly, earned trust and a strong professional reputation.
Hello, my name is Nazi and I'm working for CARE Caucasus, which is a non-governmental organization working in the South Caucasus region in Georgia, Armenia and Azerbaijan. I'm leading the project on women's economic security, which is implementing in these three countries. Over the years and decades, it has been proved that women could play a critical role in developing and boosting global economy. And not just only the country level, but it's not just only for the benefit of the country, but for the benefit of the families as well. Even though that we are realizing that they have this huge capacity and role, still women face very different challenges in terms of engaging them in business activities. That's why we're working on the community level to motivate women, to inspire them, to give them confidence that they have a capacity, they have the power, they have the personal skills in order to start their business activities. And the first stage is to give them confidence and to help them in realizing their self-confidence and building their self-confidence, and then to give them these business and professional skills. However, this is the ongoing process, but the key challenges still we are facing, this is the access to the finances. Even though that women will decide to start some business activities or to continue or scale up their businesses, then the key barrier they face is access to different financial products or services. That's why we are trying to closely coordinate with financial institutions, with different associations in order to identify what are the key barriers they face and what is realistic to facilitate and simplify access to the finances. And that's why this coordination and partnership, not only with the financial sector, but the big businesses or medium-sized businesses and the country level as well at the governmental level, is a significant part of our work as well. At the same time, we are realizing that access to the information, digitalization of the products or services is a key area we need to address, and plus the access to digital items, which we need to just promote at the different levels to support women's access to digital stuff, and plus digitalization of the products, and they need to just realize how it should be, how processes should be simplified for them. At the same time, it's very hard to work with businesses in terms of promote their commitment to women's economic security or justice, because they have different business mindset, and that's very understandable, because businesses would like to see their benefits, their business benefits, and that's why we need to work with the private sector to give and to help them in identify what could be the business benefits they could get after some period of time as a long-term result. At this part as well, we also realize that during our work that it's very, very important to promote men and boys engagement in this process. The support from the family members is critically important to promote women's engagement in different activities. Plus, this family care responsibilities, which is hinders women's activities, and this time management, and responsibility of family responsibilities, which might be promoted to be divided among family members. This is part of our work, and of course the progress is visible, but still the coordination with different actors on the community level, on the governmental level, at the middle level, which is different stakeholders. It might be financial institutions or being banks or associations or private sectors in different fields. It's critically important, because the individual NGOs interventions is not really enough. This intervention of single project, it's not really enough. We just need more coordination, cooperation to scale up our interventions and to increase our impact on different levels to promote women's economic engagement for the benefit of the global economy and for the well-being of the families. Thank you.
And finally, the successful entrepreneurs of Georgia, Azmat Bolkvadze and Iya Shengelia.
My name is Iya Shengelia. I am entrepreneur from Georgia and member of Association of Women Entrepreneurs AVE. I am the founder of the company EcoKids. We produce developmental textile toys. The products are handmade and eco-friendly. The goal of my brand is to create a healthy and magical environment for children and to simplify the parenting process for parents. For this, we make children's tents, theaters, soft toys, room decoration, and accessories for parties. In 2023, I won a state grant and was financed to expand my business. I expanded the production of the enterprise and employed women. Also, it's important for us to take care of the environment and recycle the waste of our fabrics. We sell products in our country and our products are exported. World Business Angels Environment Forum, thank you. It's very important for us. The organization promotes the empowerment of women entrepreneurs in Georgia.
Hello, I am Asmat Polkwadze from the High Mountain region of Vajara, co-founder and board member of the Association of Women Entrepreneurs SAVE. Also entrepreneur founder of the startup Goulart, which is based in Hulu, in the mountain region of Vajara. I am glad to contribute to the development of women entrepreneurs in Georgia. As part of the organization's work, we implement a number of projects that help women develop their business. Thank you to the Work Business Angel Investment Forum for supporting the development of entrepreneurs in Georgia.
Our event, World Business Angel Investors Week 2024, is over. Thanks for nice presentations and reports, and I really appreciate your participation in our event, and also applaud your reports which you are consistently putting for the development of global economy. Thank you.